Hi campers, it's Miss Yaz from Camp Quarantine and Tiny Cupboard Creatives, and today we are going to read a picture book about one of my favorite artists. And for a long time I couldn't find a picture book that I loved until now, so I hope you enjoy it. This picture book is about Jean-Michel Basquiat. Okay, Jean-Michel Basquiat. And the book is a giveaway. He liked using spray cans and paint. Okay, let's find out about Basquiat. Okay, oh, I love this page. So cool, lots of spray cans, there's paint in them. Alrighty. Jean-Michel was a talented boy from Brooklyn, whose mother was Puerto Rican and father was Haitian. So Brooklyn is in America, okay? He was only 4 when he started drawing, eager to show the world what a great artist he could be. I love these pages. Oh my gosh. He's painting on the walls and on the curtains. Oh, his parents look a bit worried. Would your parents be worried if you painted on the walls and the curtains? I would be. For Jean-Michel, a perfect Saturday was going to Manhattan with his mother to visit its wonderful museums. Back home, he spent all afternoon drawing cartoons on scrap paper while listening to music with his father. So, oh wow, so here they are at a museum. This is a piece of Mondrian art. And here he is at home drawing cartoons and his dad's playing a record player. That's how they listen to music a long time ago. And actually, kind of still now, we still have an old record player in my house. That's interesting. One day, when he was 7, Jean-Michel was hit by a car while playing in the street. He had to rest in bed for weeks. To help him pass the time, his mother gave him the most useful present he could ever have received, an anatomy book. Anatomy book is a book about the insides of your body. Do you see that? So his mum got hit by a car and then, so he wasn't too bored in bed, gave him a book about the body. Okay? Whoa. Skulls, teeth, guts, skin, skeletons. The book was simply fascinating. Going through its pages, Jean-Michel realized how powerful and fragile the human body is. Now, fragile means you can hurt yourself if you're not careful. That's why mummies and daddies ask you to be safe. And it's also amazing because when you do get hurt, your body often fixes itself. So that's pretty cool. He decided to use all he had and learned in his paintings. So he's actually drawing the body himself now. Isn't that amazing? That's our skull inside our head. There are muscles in our belly and the insides of our bodies. Isn't he amazing? Things turned upside down when his mother got sick. Jean-Michel dropped out of school and ran away from home. Luckily, he found his place in City as School, an unconventional setting where he met other artists like him. Oh, poor Jean-Michel. Not long afterwards, the city of New York woke up with messages spray painted on buildings all over Manhattan. They were signed with the name that Jean-Michel and his friend Ad Diaz had made up, Samo. So it's a bit naughty, guys. He's painting on the walls in the city with his friend. Okay, like a street artist. A street artist is someone that paints on the street. It was the beginning of the graffiti era, and Jean-Michel was at the center of it all. In the blink of an eye, he went from selling t-shirts and homemade postcards to becoming the new star on the art scene. So people saw his art all over the street, like Keith Haring and all the other street artists out there, and he became quite famous. People wanted to know what he was about. So cool. Locked up in his studio, Jean-Michel spent hours on the floor, mixing pencil, oil sticks, and crayons with cut-up quotes he found in comics and history books. The result was a beautiful mess of paintings that people fell in love with. So he used lots of different things, everything and anything, and stuck things to it. So it was different textures, different layers, and people really began to love it. Jean-Michel believed that everyone deserves a place in art. Instead of painting kings and queens like many other artists, he turned his paintbrush to waiters and cooks, pioneers, prisoners, and himself. So he didn't paint the traditional paintings. He painted everyday people, okay? Like people that work in shops and who cook food and just everyday people. If there was someone he wanted to meet, it was the famous Andy Warhol, one of his idols. After his first lunch, Jean-Michel went home, and within 2 hours, he had sent Andy a wet painting of the two of them. That's so special. So he finally met his idol, Andy Warhol. He was a pop artist too, and then sent him a painting. So cool. It was the beginning of a great friendship. Jean-Michel and Andy spent lots of time together working and painting and going to parties. They were the brand new painter and pop art legend, the craziest pair on the scene. So here they are dancing at a disco. In less than 10 years, Jean-Michel made thousands of paintings and drawings. But he was also a poet, a musician, and a graffiti prodigy who influenced the work of many artists that came after him. So here they are painting Basquiat or Jean-Michel. So cool. So there's the painting of him at the back, I guess, and then they're painting him. And by painting life in his own unique way, Jean-Michel became one of the most important artists of the 20th century. The talented child who once told his father, "Papa, I'm going to be famous." And here is his crown. That's what his paintings were famous for. He would do a stencil of a crown and paint around it. Okay, so cool. The end. And here is the timeline of Basquiat's life. And there's one of his art pieces there. The end. I really hope you liked that picture book and that you loved the lesson on Basquiat in my activity booklet. Okay, bye campers.